video is going to be my Boxycharm unboxing for the month of July. If you are unaware, Boxycharm is a monthly subscription box with all beauty products, about 5 every month. Ah, my nail. It costs 21 bucks a month, and the products are almost always full size. Are you focusing? So when you open it up, this is what the box looks like. It comes with a card every month to let you know the theme of the box this month, and then a list of all the products in your box, as well as how much they cost, full retail value, how to use them, all of that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and bust into this puppy. This is the first thing I see, obviously. This is the Bare Minerals Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo. I believe I've heard a negative review about this before. Okay, so it's got a matte powder on one side and then a powder to add sheer luminosity for highlighting and strobing. This is what the packaging looks like. Very classic black packaging. Ooh, that's what the powders look like. It looks very luxurious to me. It comes with like this little plastic thing to protect the powders. Let's feel these. Ooh, it's just like really smooth. Not a whole lot of pigment comes off, but I don't think that it's meant to have a lot of pigment come off. The glowy one is definitely less soft, but still very, very soft. Can you see the shape of the powder itself? Because I feel like this looks like those little mints that looked like marshmallows, but they were hard, that like your grandma would have in her house in like a little candy dish. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? So this is the Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo by Bare Minerals. The full retail value is 32 bucks. You can get it on bareminerals.com. This silky and ultra fine combination of setting powder and finishing powder instantly vanishes on all skin tones. Enjoy an even, long-lasting, natural-looking, luminous complexion. So it does say translucent, so I don't think that this glowy version is really supposed to be like this kind of a highlight. I think it's supposed to be more of a translucent glow. Like it really just looks like it's coming from within. What else is in here? I'm gonna try this. This is the Project Beauty Spray Set and Go Makeup Setting Spray. I'm gonna use this right now because I haven't set my face yet. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my gosh, this just like spat at my face. Okay. It's kind of okay because I sort of mist and hit my hair, but like this is the most squirty setting spray I've ever used. I need to hold it like way up here. I think it's gonna take off my lashes. Just like literally squirts me right in the face. Oh, this is a terrible. Oh, it's in my eyes. Oh my god, you guys, oh my god, I literally might have to take off my lashes and like rub at my eyes. I think I just put like way too much. Oh my god. Okay, my eye's not stinging anymore, so I think the crisis was averted. Okay, don't go too ham on this, but it's hard to not go ham because it like squirts at you. So with one mist, you only get a little spot of your face, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this yet. This retails for $32. I would never in a million years spend $32 on a setting spray, ever. I mean, we'll see how long it makes my makeup last, I guess, but I've tried way better, even high-end setting sprays that don't squirt me in the eye and that make my makeup last fine, so. This is by Project Beauty. Keep your makeup fresh all day long. Just spray, set, and go. You've got this, gorgeous. That's all the little description says, so. Moving on. What's this little nugget? I like the packaging. It's gold and white and stuff. Oh, it's a brow pencil. It's a brow pencil that's shaped on the tip like a teardrop. It's not like a sharp, fine point. Okay, so that's what the color looks like, which I think will work fine for me. And this is one of the, not waxy. It's not creamy by any stretch of the imagination. You know how there's like waxy pencils and then like super creamy pencils and you try to find somewhere in the middle? This is not creamy at all. This is like almost hard to get pigment off of. The butt of the teardrop makes more of a faded sort of a line. And then when you use the tip, it feels much more pigmented. I am excited to try this. I'm not someone who really like does a lot to my eyebrows. I just have a gel that I use. I don't really fill them in much. This is the Unibrow Universal Eyebrow Pencil by WinkyLux, and its retail price is $12. one brow pencil to rule them all. Simplify your brow game with this two-step pencil. Its firm texture gives maximum control so anyone can be a brow boss. That's the kind of word that I was looking for. It's firm. It's a firm pencil. So I'm excited to give this a shot, but A+ on the packaging. Really cute. So the next thing I'm gonna grab is this bad boy right here. This is the Blinc and Boxycharm Electric Eyes palette. Again, very classic, sleek black packaging. So this is what the colors look like. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Ooh, they feel very soft, very pigmented. These look very promising. I don't know, but I'm definitely excited to try these out. This color scheme is like me. These cranberry, like rosy, goldy shades are so me. They are my cup of tea. The one thing that I would say that is sort of a bummer, which I guess isn't that much of a bummer, these are all shimmers. There's no mattes in this palette, so if I were doing my makeup with this palette, I would dip into another palette or like my Life palette for a matte shade for just crease work and stuff like that. This is the Electric Eyes palette by Blinc, and its retail price is $45. This palette features a combination of 5 highly pigmented jewel tone eyeshadows. The shades beautifully pair together to give you a gorgeous golden eye look. This formula blends effortlessly and is long lasting. And then the last thing in here is so cool. They have a Colourpop product in the box this month. How cool is that? Okay, I hope this isn't a shade that I already have. Ooh, I don't think I do. This is the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip, and it's in the shade Notion. I'm glad that I got a matte lip because I think you were also able to get a satin lip, which I don't love those as much as these. The majority of people do prefer the satins, but I'm a matte girl. I like the matte ones. I don't have the shade, but it looks ridiculously similar just in the tube to R&B. Dang! Are we sure this isn't a satin? It feels very creamy. That is such a stunning shade. It looks ridiculously appropriate for like fall time. I will so rock this color in the fall and winter. This is the Ultra Matte Lip by Colourpop. Its retail price is $6. This thin, lightweight formula smoothly glides on the lips, leaving super intense pigment with a bold, ultra matte look. It is very long lasting and 100% kiss proof, aka no transferring. Obviously, as you can see back there, the Ultra Matte lips were like the first. If you don't focus, girl. The Ultra Mattes by Colourpop were the formula that sort of introduced me to liquid lipsticks. They were the first ones I ever tried because they're so cheap. They were the only ones I used for a while, so I kept expanding my collection until I sort of started trying different brands. And Colourpop isn't my favorite formula anymore, but I definitely still wear them. I absolutely love them. And it kind of feels like maybe they've improved the formula because this one doesn't feel anywhere near as dry as some of the other ones that I own do. I'm gonna swatch R&B right next to it. Okay. Yeah, Notion is way more red. R&B is a lot more purple. Obviously Notion is completely dry now and R&B is still wet, but there you can see the color difference. So that's everything that I got in my Boxycharm this month. I went ahead and totaled up all of the prices, and the full retail value is $127. And I only paid 21 bucks for it, so I mean, I can't really go wrong, even though I really so far cannot stand this setting spray. So now let's go ahead and get into the portion of the video where I go ahead and do sort of like a first impression demo. I'm gonna put all these products on my face, and then I will insert a voiceover of me letting you guys know how they performed, how I liked them, my favorites, my least favorite, all of that good stuff. Alright, so I'm starting out by trying out this Blinc eyeshadow palette, and I like it. I did find that it worked much better with a sort of sticky base underneath it, which you will see later. I went ahead and just tried it on my eyeshadow primer, and then I set my eyeshadow primer down, but then later I go in with a white, creamy sort of eyeshadow pencil. That way the colors show up a lot better. And you could also, of course, use a black pencil or a pencil similar to the shade that you're using. But with this white, they really just showed up a lot brighter and everything like that. I love the shades in this palette. My least favorite thing about this palette is probably how much kick up, which kick up doesn't typically bother me, and it doesn't bother me all that much in this palette either. But this palette has so much kick up that you really do have to be careful. You'll see that in a minute as well. Here I'm just wiping off my right eye, and then I went ahead and redid it with the white base underneath. So here you can see this is what my desk looked like once I was done doing my eye makeup. It was such a stinking mess. So I made the mistake of setting down my foundation like I normally do without this powder. So this matte powder, pretty much pointless for me to try it out at this point because I already set my face with my Wet n Wild powder. But as far as the glowy powder goes, I did see something. When I started to highlight my nose, I could totally see a little bit of a sheen, but it's very subtle, very natural looking, and it will probably be too ashy on you if you have like light to medium skin tones. I am very, very fair, so I think that I can sort of pull it off if I'm going for that frosty sort of look. Now I'm just finishing up my lower lash line, and again, I did lay down that white base on my lower lash line before I went in with my shadows, and I'm pretty much just copying the top. I did as well go in with some matte shades before I started filming to sort of, you know, complete the look on my crease and also on my lower lash line. Then I decided to pop some of this glowy Bare Minerals powder on my inner corners. Again, it's very subtle, didn't do a whole lot, but it did bring a little bit of light to the inner corners. Now I'm just trying out this brow pencil, which I did like. I'm not really much of a brow pencil user, so I don't know how helpful my review might be, but I do enjoy that it's not super duper creamy, and I would assume that that would also help it last longer. Now I'm gonna go ahead and try this lip on, and oh girl, I already know how the Colourpop formula works. This one was particularly difficult to work with just because of how dark it is, and I didn't have a lip liner that matched it. So it was really hard to get a precise line. So I did go in with concealer afterwards to sort of clean it up. And this one does transfer on me. I don't know what's up, but every time I kiss my hand, I forgot to. And then I went ahead and tried this setting spray over again. And I did prefer it this time because I put my arm literally as far away as it could possibly go from my face and just sort of let the mist fall down on top of my face rather than at my face. So that's everything for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, I'm gonna lose my mind if you don't focus on my face. Is it the sparkly canvas that makes it confused? What's happening? Oh, I didn't wipe off the swatches on my arm. I almost just said I want to go home. I am home. Does it focus on me when I'm is it focused right now? Because I can't.